Hi, my name is Zhanna and I'm from Moscow, Russia.
What's it like in Moscow?
Very fast paced, so a lot like New York City.
Okay, when you were born there and then you moved to America,
Yes, I was born there and then I moved here September 6, 2001, so right before September 11th.
why did you move here?
When we lived back in Moscow, my mom worked for an American company and it was after my dad passed away. So she worked with a lot of Americans and she liked them, so she decided to do internet dating, except not like here, but international. So she decided to do American slash Russian internet dating, and that's how she met my stepdad.
Okay. How old were you when you moved here?
I turned 16, and then 2 days later I was here.
How was that with your friends and everything?
It was very difficult. I did not want to come over here, but I was under 18, so I had to follow parents. I felt like I was losing my life, my friends, and all the goals I strived for.
What kind of goals did you strive for in Russia?
I used to be in music school, in dance school, and in art school, so I felt like I was losing everything to just start back from ground zero.
Where was the first place that you came in America?
We came to San Augustine, Florida, but landed in Orlando after a connection flight from New York.
So you moved here for your stepdad. So did your mom meet your stepdad before moving?
Oh yes, they dated for about a year or a year and a half, and he would go. He went to Russia one time in the winter, which was very difficult for him. He is from Montana originally, but he then moved to for the 10 years before he went to Russia, so he was already Floridian by the time he got to Russia and to Russian winter. He was basically ready to go back home. But I remember my mom told me he stood there and waited for a taxi for her, even though he had an icicle coming from his nose.
That's quite the determination there.
I
There are
suppose so.
icicles in your nose. I wouldn't do that.
So then my mom came over here, and she has already been to the States through her job in both New York and Texas. So she decided to check out Florida as well because my cousin is here. So she came over here, and then he went back over there for the summer, and he actually lived with us for 2 months just to
Okay.
see how it turned out. And that was like just
Okay.
to see if the whole family international thing would work out.
Did it work out?
So it did work out. They're still married,
That's good.
surprisingly. Yeah,
So did you know English before you came here, or did you learn it?
I had to learn it.
How did you?
I was submerged into the junior year of high school,
Okay.
so I had no choice besides to learn it if I wanted to eat in the cafeteria.
So was there a barrier, a language barrier, or did you overcome the obstacle quickly?
It took me 8 months to learn English, and I got put into so my first day at an American high school, first period was Spanish was translating to English, and I didn't know either. So it was quite interesting. And I got put in English too, so it was a little challenging, but I had to overcome it. And with determination, I would just sit, read, and translate pretty much every day for at least 2, 3 hours after school. And it came after 8 months.
That's impressive. So not a lot of people learn a language in 8 months. But did you end up going to college in America?
I did.
What did you?
I ended up going to University of North Florida and I majored in chemistry and physics just because I couldn't decide which subject I liked for grad school more. And in the end, I decided to do something else for grad school.
What are you doing for grad school?
I am doing computer science, but hopefully it's going to be in the field of neural networks or cognitive research, so something to do with the science, not just computers.
Okay. Do Do you have an American citizenship or are you here illegally?
I have a citizenship and it took a while to get it.
Okay. Do you have your Russian citizenship also, or
Not anymore.
no?
When
Okay.
you become a citizen, you're supposed to raise your hand, and then you're supposed to say that you deny any relation to a foreign prince, which means that you will defend the United States of America. So America does not recognize the dual citizenship in a sense that when you get your citizenship here, you deny any other foreign prince, and you say that you will do it to this country.
Okay. I know that you wanted to join the military. Was that difficult being Russian, or was it
Extremely
easy?
difficult. It feels like I'm going to become an astronaut and go to space. So it's an extremely difficult process.
Okay. Um, do you have anything interesting to say?
I suppose so. This country gave me a lot of opportunities. So one of the greatest things that I got to experience so far was fly a plane. And I'm very grateful to live in Florida and have made wonderful friends.
Do you have a pilot's license?
I have student pilot license.
So, what do you plan to do with that?
Hopefully do a little bit more and then get my private license. That would be nice.
Alright, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.